is Sharday Jernigan and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first video and all my videos are going to be specifically the Instant Pot. So these are going to be mommy quick meals with the Instant Pot, and I'm going to have a new meal every Monday. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss a meal. Today we're going to do bean and rice tacos. And the next week, we're going to be doing rice tacos, or sorry, not rice tacos, we're going to be doing chicken tacos. So first, all you need is your Instant Pot, and you're going to need 2 cups of dried pinto beans, okay? So I already rinsed them. You also want to check to make sure there's no stones or anything yucky in there, because sometimes with the dried beans, they'll have like little rocks in there. So you want to make sure there's none of that. And then after that, you're gonna do, and I'm gonna be looking down here at my recipe to make sure I get it right for you. A half a large onion chopped. This is a little bit more than a half, and that's just because that's what I had available, is a little bit more than a half. So I went ahead and chopped that up of red onion. And then after that, you're gonna do 3 garlic cloves. Since this one is like massive, one of the biggest I've ever seen, I'm just gonna do this one and then this one little one. So I forgot to chop that up, so I'm gonna do that really quick here. And you guys, you're gonna fall in love with this if you don't already do Instant Pot meals, because they're so quick and easy. I told my husband just the other day that if I didn't have the Instant Pot, I wouldn't be making all these home-cooked meals. This makes it so easy for me to cook healthy for my family without taking a lot of time. And what's another huge thing about this is, as these beans are cooking, I'm going to Costco, which is like an hour away from our house, and I am gonna go shopping, all that good stuff, and when I come back, this is still gonna be warm. It's gonna keep warm on the setting for hours until I'm ready to use it. So that's what I love. I love to throw everything in here and take off. You can't do that, right? If you have something on the stove, you can't leave the house, you can't do all that. And I'm not saying to leave the house with this, but I'm just saying that this, if you're busy with the kids, this is perfect. So after the garlic cloves, 1 bell pepper. I don't have a bell pepper today, but I almost always chop up 1 red bell pepper and put that in. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It will still turn out amazing, but if you do, it will taste even better. 1 cup of tomato sauce. So I have this organic tomato sauce. If I don't have tomato sauce on hand, sometimes I have some old tomatoes that I'll just throw in a little blender, and I'll blend it up and do a cup of blended tomatoes, fresh, and that tastes delicious. But I'm just doing this because I am out of tomatoes, and I kind of switch between the two. So I'm gonna do 1 cup of tomato sauce. It's not the full can. I don't know, maybe I could throw it in, but I don't know if it will ruin the taste. So I just always did 1 cup. So we'll go with that. Okay, and after that, you're gonna do 3 tablespoons of chili powder. Is that what I have? Yeah, 3 tablespoons of chili powder. And so let me get that. And I'm gonna show you how good this all looks. And then after that, you're gonna do a dash of red pepper flakes. So here's my red pepper flakes. This is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna dash that in there just because I like a little spice. If you don't like spicy, then you may want to skip this step. And then we're gonna do a dash of hot sauce. I like things spicy, so I just put a little bit of this hot sauce in there. Totally up to you if you like spicy or not. And then I'm gonna do a tablespoon of cumin. And you guys, I'm gonna put the recipe right here in the description of the video, so you don't have to like write it down or anything. And you can always change the ingredients a little bit. 2 teaspoons of oregano. So here's some oregano. And you guys, also, the Spanish rice I make is really good. And so I just take, when these beans are done, I just take the beans and I make the Spanish rice and I put that in a taco and top it with some garnishes, and it's so good and affordable. And 4 cups of water. Okay, here's 2 cups. All right, here is another 2 cups, and then salt, and that's it. So easy, so basic. I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of salt or more. I usually have to salt it more, so what I end up doing is I do a half a teaspoon of salt, but then I go ahead on top of that, add some garlic salt. This is a garlic salt I like to use from Costco. It is delicious, so good. So I'll even add more of that on top, just because you always need more salt, right? Okay, so that is it. I'm just gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see what this goodness looks like. So here we go. Okay, look at that. It's delicious, you guys. You just mix it up. And what I love about this is I don't soak my beans. I just use the Instant Pots because it's so fast. So I only do an hour and 40 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on the lid. Here we go. Make sure it's lined up here. And then you should hear the sound, watch. Okay, so now what we're gonna do pressure cook, custom, high, and we're gonna do an hour and 40 minutes. And start, and it's going to preheat, then it's gonna cook for an hour and 40 minutes, and then it's gonna stay on pressure for 10 minutes, and after that 10 minutes is done, we're gonna go ahead and release it. All right, you guys, we are back hours and going to go ahead and release this right here. Oh, it already released on its own because it's been setting, but I just got back from the store and it's been keeping warm for 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's what I love about this Instant Pot is you can just walk away and it's still gonna be there for you waiting. And look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. Let me improve the lighting there. So what I like to do is I like to take one of these little mashers, and it depends on how you like your beans. I like my beans a little bit more mashed just because the texture gets me sometimes. So I might mash it there for a while. And I sometimes double this recipe if I'm making it for a whole bunch of people. But what I absolutely love is that it is perfect, even sitting there, and even more flavorful. Now onto the Spanish rice, which is so good, so easy. So I like to use jasmine rice from Costco, but it's totally up to you. You need 1.5 cups of white rice. And then you want to rinse it anywhere from 1 to 3 times, depending on how you prefer yours. Then you want 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which I think I forgot to record that part, 1 garlic clove minced. And then you're gonna do 1 teaspoon of chili powder after that. As far as the butter, you can always do a butter replacement or more oil. And then a half a teaspoon of cumin and a half a teaspoon of salt. And any of these you can change for different ingredients. And you don't have to do the butter. You can do more olive oil. And then also I'm gonna do my homemade frozen chicken broth. And that's going to be 2 cups. So I just push it out here. And because I'm doing a frozen, you may want to add a smidge of water in the recipe because it may get a little bit burned if it's too frozen. Then after that, I'm going to do a half a cup of canned tomato sauce. So you can even do a little bit more of that if you don't want to do a smidge of water. So then you're going to mix it all together. Try and mix it pretty good. Especially if you have the frozen broth, that's going to take some time. My frozen broth is really flavorful, so if you have a bland one, you might want more salt. And then we're going to place the lid on it, and this is where the easy part comes in. You don't have to babysit this. all you have to do is select the rice button. So you can choose from white rice or brown rice. And since this is white rice, I'm going to do the white rice setting, and it's just preheat, then 12 minutes. And then I believe it might be at 5 minutes of pressure, but that's already pre-programmed on there. So excited. Now it's all done. You're going to release the steam. And then when that goes down, then you can open it and have your delicious rice. Keep in mind that you're going to want to stir and mix it really well, just because how I put it in, my bone broth had to melt separately. And here's the end product. We're going to make delicious bean and rice tacos. It's totally up to you what garnishings you want to use, but I love to use lettuce and lime and tomatoes and onions, salsa, hot sauce, sour cream, and it is so delicious. So join me next week for chicken tacos. It's Meal Monday with the Instant Pot. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos, and join me for Meal Monday. Hope you enjoy.